in a consultancy or in this field because you have the feeling of what is the perception of users of the capabilities of models. So if you are, for example, a user of evac, maybe, of course, you use this because it's free, but because we know that as a strong VMV, or at the same time because we know that the connection with the FTS, so all the files that importing is working well. So this is an example of what is the perception of users of evacuation model. And this is, of course, so very useful for new users, because if you are a new user, what you're asking is always what is doing best, what can this model is doing best. So here you have at least a picture of what the other users are thinking about this. And then, so we were asking about knowledge about VMV, and we have a huge percentage of people having knowledge about VMV. And then model training, and we have the biggest part of people that is self-taught. So what I was saying before as well, so that we have not a lot of people that is trained with courses of model use. Oops. And then the question I was doing to Gabriele, if you are using that model for an agreement or something like this, and if you change the use from a model to another one, so this could be also interesting because you can check this answer with the model you were using. So finally, I've placed the limitations and I'm finishing. So of course, this survey there's some limitation, for example, connected to the fact that we were collaborating just with some model developers, not with all model developers. So maybe some data can be affected by this. And publicly availability, we were always trying to track the IP of users answering to our questions, and the use of lighter scale. Sometimes we have, strictly defined categories of differences between the importance of given factors. And finally, so the conclusion we got were VMV is the most important factor. And second factor is data output and documentation. So what I was saying before, people want models that produce very accurate results. And afterwards, the importance of usability, because we have modelers that are using models every day. So the fact that we have a lot of users that are unaware of other models, so their choice is not completely based on knowledge of all the models available, but maybe on other factors like marketing strategies. And for addressing this, what we are doing now in our website is to create a model directory in which we constantly upload information on the new capabilities of models. We are doing this based on the review of Ika Kuligowski at NIST. So in this way, all new user or current user model can have a picture of what the model can do today. So what we have also done is to provide all the raw data of this survey are available for anyone who wants to read what are the opinions of other users. So if you go to this link, you can read the raw data and make your own opinion on evacuation models. Thank you.
Okay, we've got time for a couple of questions. No, I've got a comment. I mean, it was interesting to see, firstly, how immature the field is, how prized usability was, and how infrequent people used the models. And going back to the question for Gabriele earlier, and some of the remarks this morning on defaults, it seems it's particularly susceptible to underqualified people using these models.
Yeah, and what we noticed was this, it's like, we want to prove this way, because if I say this in speech, it's not the same if I put some data online that everybody can read. And when me and Michael, we are pretty active on the web, on social networks, and when we were asked how this model works, what do you think about this model, that now the best way we can answer is go read, not listen to my opinion on Michael's opinion, but take a read of 200 opinions of different software. So that was try to help people in make a choice based on not just on marketing strategies or just like this few information you have, but now you have like the help of 200 people for making a proper choice.
Well, one way you might encourage people to go to the site is to put the PDF presentation on it.
Yeah. I mean,
it's a nice package.
Yes. Of course, the PDF of the presentation is there. So.
Okay, can we thank the speaker? I think that's the end of this session.